Kevin, you 0-5. That I mean that. Oh, you're 0-6. But don't even talk shit if you know you're 0-6. We'll see after this game. We can see after this game, Kevin. Yeah.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're
Why
all
the hell I gotta get
as
the
their
first
Ravens
pitch?
will
I mean,
match
first
up
ball.
with the Denver Broncos. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
Nah, fuck you.
This will
I
be
want it
fielded on
on.
the back line of the end zone. Here's carry number 1 for Kenneth Dixon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Gotta go. Hey. Go Delta. Ready. Fire down.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Nice
I
play
just
there
traded
before
for
seeing
him.
completion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Play fake. Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That's taken inside his own 40. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up first and 10. First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Bruh, come on. It say your opponent is experiencing network issues. Please wait while we try to reconnect. Bro, your Wi-Fi trash, Thomas. Oh, bro, you trash. And he left the party. Thomas trash, bro. Now I gotta wait on his ass. Watch you get on here, Black. I was finna beat your ass, bro. Ugly ass on the first position. Cut that shit down. Nah, I don't want to cut it off. I want people to hear me, nigga. Nigga. Your mama's son. It's one person watching the stream. I wonder, is that's you? I thought, how you on the game then? Bro, stop that gay shit, bro. No, this game. Come on, Thomas. But what I tell you? What I tell you? Bro, I punted the ball, fool. You didn't... Nigga, that was the first possession. Hey, look, didn't I tell you he was gonna say that shit? Niggas. I was beating your ass. Bro, you wasn't... You didn't even hit Hut. You know you done fucked up, right? I'm sorry, Taven. Eyes open. Huh? Yeah. Sound good. Yeah, sound good. It's alright. I put a sleep too.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland.
Who's gonna wake up in
Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd.
And they gave me the ball back again. They trying to hold me, bro.
Out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Denver Broncos. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
So trash ass.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll find his rookie tight end. It's Hayden Hurst. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down. A first down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Dancing to his left. Finding some room at midfield. Got him in. It's Breshad Perriman. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Hurry up.
A first carry now for Kevin Dixon. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just
they trying to hold me.
Pick up there, and now it's third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. From the gun, Bridgewater. He can run for it, and he will. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses
Bro, what
the
type
football.
of shit is that?
It's picked up by the Broncos. They find some open field here. Past the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. And he has great...
Fuck that. Bro, what the fuck? That's some hoe shit.
Defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball.
He can catch, motherfucker.
Away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the ball.
Hey, Debo, you seen that bullshit?
Back out onto the field. The drive begins with a run by Dixon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
I sent it. I put it in the damn thing.
Bridgewater now on second down. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top. Take it deep.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
You're in a 3-4.
The job becomes twice as difficult now.
Actually, you're really not.
Second and 20.
You're in a 46.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Third and long for Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go. And that's caught inside the 35. They give him a gain of 38.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And room there to work it inside the 25. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block if you're an offensive lineman. Nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Second down, Bridgewater. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield and they don't have it. Swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Bridgewater. That's complete right around the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Breshad Perriman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Returning it, Carlos Henderson. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And it'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Looking for Sanders here on the... And that's caught inside the 35. They give him a gain of 38.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
The return man, Chris Moore. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. And this one is incomplete. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He
hit him in the back.
Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Gets past one man, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Get set, get set. You got four. You got four. Go Delta. Watch 81, fellas, watch 81.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Von Miller in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. The number 2 pick back in 2011, Von Miller still doing his thing.
Boy, is he ever. If I were an offensive tackle, I don't know what I would do. I would tell the tight end he's got to stay in on all passing situations and help me out because he's got every move imaginable. One of the quickest guys off the ball in the league, and he's going to get to the quarterback.
To throw is Bridgewater. And the pressure gets to him again. Von Miller in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Go Delta. Go Delta.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Pulled in at the 24. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're...
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's Bridgewater out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Right there. Fire down.
On 3rd and short, it's Dixon down to the 25. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down.
Get set. Get wide, man. Got four down.
Bridgewater with a keeper.
For those vertically challenged quarterbacks, here's a time where they will tell you it's an advantage to be a little bit on the smaller side. Able to duck in behind their offensive line and stick the ball across the imaginary yellow line for a first down.
Gotta go. Go Delta. 56, Mike, 56, right there. Go Delta.
Bridgewater on first down. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Get wide now. Go Delta.
Throwing is Bridgewater. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Get out and let mama know.
So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. On first and goal, Dixon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Kenneth Dixon, as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
Shoot, it was a little bit when I first got here, but it ain't much.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
This is Freeman on first and 10. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Why you staring at me like that? Some look. Some
Ace!
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burned the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Gonna need better protection here. Third and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively.
Then they left you a fucking...
But it falls incomplete. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. He's going to air one out. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. On the return is Henderson. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into it.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
Oh, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word.
This is where it get ugly.
Ampersand?
I like it.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. On the return is Henderson. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that's
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
Yeah, he dotted me up on
together
them.
there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mahomes going to throw. Throwing right side, that's complete.
Stand him up, Coach.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
You want to watch this? Ted, you want to watch this?
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On second down, Freeman. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, as this is incomplete. The linebacker C.J. Mosley there in coverage. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On second down, Bridgewater again. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the gun, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they had the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved.
Yeah.
You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
This will be fielded at the 17. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't
Stuff
get
it up.
on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on
Stuff
offense.
their hole.
They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe
Thomas,
get in the same
come with some new
position.
plays.
I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
On second down, here's Mahomes. And incomplete
Look.
there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held him in check on the scoreboard. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion.
Ooh, nice one. Nice one. You caught me on that.
Special moment, touchdown number 1 in
Dot,
his
dot,
NFL
dot.
career,
Oh, God, I'm gonna
as
give
his
you that
guys are back within a
But I couldn't get on my
single
middle
score.
linebacker in
So
time.
that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Yeah, you shouldn't have picked that
He gets
play.
halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start the drive with Dixon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Yeah, Peacock. That's why I said I go up there tomorrow and get you some. I'm gonna get you about 4 packs. Get you some what? You got one? Yeah. Yeah, before I go over here and deal with her.
That's why I got me one.
It's bad when you gotta smoke a square just to deal with somebody. You know, I used to smoke a square before I came home to deal with your mom on every day. I ain't had, I smoked a blunt. I stopped and give me a drink. Shoot, you see
that's why you always used to drink.
Yeah, you see I ran through, I went through them bottles of tequila. You remember? I had big old.
Big bottles. It was like, what was it?
Hornitos.
Yeah.
It was on sale. I had big bottles. I had like 2 of them. I ran through one in one whole weekend. It was Friday.
Von Miller there on the tackle.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one.
Me and Carol supposed to be going to Texas Saturday.
I got my head.
Yeah, because Trey, she ain't been to Dallas.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh, she going to Dallas. She never been to Dallas.
she ain't been. So she took off some days, so she want to go.
Delta.
She ain't been outside of her.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that's caught inside the 35.
Oh.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 61 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Yeah, that's the next one. The first and the third is this one. Yeah, now we going.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Gotta go.
So Aaron's still over there with the stretch.
Yeah, him and Drew came over here earlier. I just came.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. He's at the 50.
Bruh,
He's at the 30, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Man, I threw that ball.
And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team.
You can't fucking
Just trying to
score,
take
so
the
you
ball
gon'
away.
you gonna have
How
to
about
score
when you
on
take it away and score? That really changes things.
The defense more than did its
That's
job.
what I'm saying.
Now
That's
the
what he gonna
offense
need.
is
That's what
summing
he
onto the field as they'll go for
That's what I'm
2.
saying.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
Yeah, for the rest of the game, though.
They'll try and run with Freeman. And he will not make it to the goal line here. So they'll be unable to bump this lead up to a field goal as it remains a 1-point game.
He could have went.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Moore now to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were back.
I don't want no damn
coughed
good
up the
defense, bro.
football
I
and
supposed
then
to been
saw it go
through
the other
this.
way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Von Miller. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one
I
game.
got 70 overall fucking linemen.
Have to
So,
bear, and if this continues on,
can't
there
nobody
will be
block
another
it.
quarterback
I don't got
in
no
the
damn
game
Von
because
Miller.
no one can stand up to this week after week.
Play action now. Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Bridgewater from the gun on third down. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A first down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And he's brought down. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it down to the 32. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This is caught. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Tucker now for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Hey, hold on. I got tape. Hold on. I can't even hear you, so hold on. Hold on. Come on.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
I can't even hear none of y'all saying stuff. Y'all saying something, I can't hear y'all. My mic, my thing for so I can't hear none of y'all saying. Oh. Okay, there you go.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5.
I know you do, because you can't, like I said, you can't score on offense.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Who the hell he be? That's his first game in how long?
They'll toss it to Breida. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
What? You lost to him?
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida.
How the hell are you on? How are you on the
40? And on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The Ravens on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down.
Get wide now. 5 down, 5 down.
Oh, no, he lost the football. John Harbaugh.
Bro, they just, Madden just hold me.
And the Broncos will take over on downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Back to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch.
Oh my
Very
God.
solid gain of 27. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Ken, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use
Man,
one here,
he's
don't
trying
you?
to hold
About
me,
I'd
bro.
use one right here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. He'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Courtland Sutton in the final minute. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. A very important extra
I
point
slipped
there,
off
up
my
and
man.
good.
Like, I moved
And
over
that
too
is gonna put him on
fast.
top by
I
a
meant
point, and
I was
it
supposed
sets
to
us up
guard
for
that.
quite a finish. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Moore now on the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They'll look to throw. It's caught by Crabtree. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
It's probably low.
Back to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. He's back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game.
Oh my fucking God. I missed the fucking... What the fuck?
And his kick is no good. Oh, by the slimmest of margins, he missed it wide to the left. Well, befitting a tight game like this, it all came down to the wire. But in the end, the field goal to win, it goes begging.
Oh, man, that is a tough way to lose a football game. You put yourself in position, and you give yourself a chance. But it's just not meant to be.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close
first
your
of all,
eyes
Madden hold me.
because of all the
Madden
points
glitch.
that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet,
They
wasn't it?
glitch in, they glitch in, they let you catch that bullshit, bro.
At the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game,
That's some
that
bullshit.
sort of deal.
But good
That's right
game.
up
You
their
can't bet
alley
though.
with what we saw in this one.
So for the Broncos, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And
The dude scored once the whole fucking game. That's what I'm saying. You scored once, they gave you the rest of the bullshit. No, bitch. You didn't do shit. I just didn't throw the ball away. That's what I'm saying. I didn't throw the ball away both times, bro. Oh yeah, he was fucking killing. That's what made me start passing the damn ball, like short route, cause I ain't have time to pass that hole.